It is humid outside. Welcome back to another episode of All Things Weather with Anthony and Brody. The dew point right now is 69 degrees. If you stepped outside, you certainly know it. You're going to have to keep on keeping up the AC in the car if you are headed out this evening. If you're going to the concert, temperatures will be fairly warm. They'll be in the mid 80s at 3:30 before then for the market, and then dropping off steadily into the lower 70s. So short sleeves are going to be needed. No rain boots, cowboy boots, definitely going to be appropriate for the concert. Now tomorrow I do think we'll get into the upper 80s once again, and temperatures throughout the entirety of the afternoon, yeah, they're going to be pretty hot, feeling 2 to 3 degrees warmer than what the actual thermometer is going to read, and no rain chances to cool us off even into a Sunday as well. So there's a lot of dry air right now in the Midwest. That will stay there for the next few days. Notice we're kind of in here in this humid region right here. But notice towards Tuesday, a cold front will come racing into our area and sweep away all that moisture as we head into next week. This is Monday, so we will have to wait for the weekend. But that drier air will finally settle in as we head towards your midweek portions and even into next weekend as well, potentially. There is going to be an area of disturbed weather in the Gulf. Notice all that moisture there. There's a 50% chance for something tropical to develop. But let me just tell you, for us here in north of Mississippi, the fronts and all those systems that are going to come in are going to push all this tropical moisture and keep it south. So I don't think it's going to be a problem for our neck of the woods, potentially for the Florida Peninsula as we head into late next week and next weekend. What we're going to be dealing with is a lot of sunshine with temperatures in the upper 80s towards Saturday, Sunday. Not records, but kind of uncomfortable if you're headed out, to be honest. And then temperatures will cool down for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Take a look at that upper 70s. We may squeeze out a couple upper 40s readings as we head into Tuesday morning. There's the Wednesday and Thursday warming up just a little bit. Now, this is kind of unusual for this time of year for us being so warm. Now, Brody, what do we expect for the month of October?
Yeah, Anthony, as we go into the month of October, our average highs start to go down and cool off. Our mornings get even cooler. So great mornings to sit on the front porch. But as we take a look at the average high temperatures for the month of October, we start off the month a little on the warmer side. Now, this is just for average, what's kind of normal and average for the month of October. We start off in those low 80s, but we quickly cool off in the mid to upper 70s. But look where we are as we wrap up the end of the month and Halloween comes rolling in town, low 70s. Now, the morning lows, they just continue to get better with the forecast. We start off in those upper 50s, nearing 60 degrees, quickly cool off in the low 50s. But look where we are as we go into the end of the month, mid to upper 40s. So great weather. October is a great month to sit on the front porch with a nice hot cup of joe and enjoy the fall-like weather and those fall-like mornings. Now, how much rain do we get here on average for the month of October? Here in Starkville, about 4 inches. This is what we normally get for the month of October. We start to go back up in kind of the stepping ladder. We start to go up in our rainfall totals as we go into November, December. We get more fronts. We also have our secondary severe weather season around here. So we start to get more rain than some of the other months during the summer, especially when it's hot and when it's dry. But let's take a look at the fall foliage peak. When can we really expect those peak colors around here? North of US 82, and those early Novembers, Election Day to Veterans Day time frame, in between those two holidays. South of 82 and along it, you're really in that mid-November. So anywhere between Veterans Day and Thanksgiving, it's probably a good time frame when we really start to see those fall colors peak. Now, let's take a look at the fall foliage forecast for October 7th. You see in New England states, they're starting to see colors change. You get up here in the Great Lakes region and all along the international border between U.S. and Canada. Closer to home here in Mississippi, not much changing, but we start to see some changing in the southern Appalachian Mountains, especially Great Smoky Mountains, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, places like that. This month is a really good time to go through Cates Cove, very tourist spot in Gatlinburg, when you get to see this fall foliage and those colors peak and the trees and the leaves changing. So great weather for that. And then let's go in time. Let's add another week into the equation. We'll go October 14th. Really, starting to really peak here in the New England state, Great Lakes region, and again all along the international border. closer to home, we start to see some change here in Mississippi with a little bit of change. Not much, but it's noticeable, and it's on there for a little bit of change here in northeast Mississippi. Of course, the Appalachian Mountains, Great Smoky Mountains, you're really getting into that near peak time frame. So we really start to see those fall colors kind of really materialize for us as we go into the end of the month of October and to the early November. That's when the peak colors kind of pop here in northeast Mississippi. But that's a look at your monthly let's look for your forecast for the month of October. Let's call it that, and that fall foliage.